Hebrews chapter 4, starting at verse 14. Seeing then that we have a great high priest that is passed into the heavens, Yahweh Shai, the son of Yahweh, let us hold fast our profession. I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Quadash, for giving me the spirit to do this lesson. This lesson is going into grace, okay? We are under grace, and to understand what grace is and what it means is very, 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 very important, okay? Because we understand that this grace is giving us time to be better. It's giving us time to grow, okay? To be accepted, all right? Let's read verse 15. For we have not an high priest which cannot be touched with the feeling of our infirmities, but was in all points tempted like as we are, yet without sin. Let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace. Right? Let us therefore come boldly, man. Okay? To come after the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need. And that's what we need, man. All right? Because think about it, man. And that's what we need, man. All right? And that's what we need, man. All right? Because think about it, man. Even though we mess up, we have wicked thoughts, we do wicked things, we procrastinate, we make horrible decisions at times. All right? We don't have it all together. But it's that grace. It's that grace and that mercy that's keeping us in the spirit to believe, to have faith, okay, through Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? That's why it started off in verse 14, talking about the son of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, the high priest. All right? Because through him is where that grace is, man. Through him coming down here, being that sacrifice, shedding that blood, okay? So what? So that we may have grace, those who believe through him. All right? So we have to come boldly unto the throne of grace, okay, to get ourselves together. Now, when you look at grace, it means to be accepted, all right? When you get into the word, really, to be accepted with favor, all right? And when you go to Sirach chapter 2, verse 5, I'm going to go ahead and read it. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable man in the furnace of adversity. Acceptable man in the furnace of adversity. Right. So the way we deal with our adversity, okay, is how we get our grace and more grace, okay, during times of trouble. That's why it says, for gold is tried in the fire, an acceptable man in the furnace of adversity. Right, man. Okay. Graceful man, to get that grace through your Yahweh Shai, through your adversity. So remember that. Remember when you're dealing with your adversity, your storms, I like to call it. Remember when you're dealing with these different things, that the way you deal with it, man, is going to highlight that grace that you need. All right? Very, very important. This is going to be a quick lesson, not long, but I want to exhort Akim to really meditate about this, look deeper into it on your own, and really meditate about what grace is for us, for the nation of Israel. All right? Now from there, let's go to Numbers chapter 6, starting at verse 24. The Lord bless thee and keep thee. The Lord maketh his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. The Lord lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Right, man. And be gracious unto thee, man. That's what we need. We need that grace to be accepted, even though we're not perfect. Okay, because we're being accepted through Yahweh Shai, which is perfect. Who is perfect? You get that? Okay, that's how we're being perfect, through him. All right, and we're growing through him. That grace is through his blood to grow, and to grow, and to grow, man, and receive that grace. All right. From there, let's go to Ephesians chapter 2, starting at verse 5. But Yahweh, who is rich in mercy, for his great love wherewith he loved us, even when we were dead in sins, have quickened us together with Yahweh Shai. By grace you are saved. Right. Have quickened us together with that blood with Yahushua. By grace you are saved. That's that grace. Yahushua is your grace, man. Okay? He is your grace. To get yourself together, man. Okay? To work on yourself, man. While you still believe, you still have faith, you fall, you get back up. Why? Because you believe. You believe in the scriptures. Okay? You believe Yahushua is the Savior. Okay? You believe that, you have faith in that. All right? Let's go to Psalms 103, verse 8. The Lord is merciful and gracious. You hear that? The Lord is merciful and gracious, slow to anger, and plenteous in mercy. And we need all of that. Okay? So if he's slow to anger, another word for that is long suffering, which he is, and plenteous in mercy, man. You just got to grind, man. You just got to repent. You fall, get back up. You got to grind, man, so you can stay within this grace. So you can stay within this grace, man. But those guys who are malicious, all right, and continuous in the wrong mind state, man, and never examine themselves, okay, those are the ones who going to fall out of grace. And we have seen it happen throughout the nation of Israel over the years. You know, I've seen it. Here and there, over the past decade, I've seen it, man. Okay, guys fall out of nowhere that was once on fire, but what? They lost that grace. And that's what you see. They lost the grace. Even though, let me read it again, Psalms 103, verse 8, the Lord is merciful and gracious, slow to anger, and plenteous, not a little, but plenteous in mercy, man. Okay, so how do you mess that up once you get this word, man? You got to be out of your mind. Something wrong, you know. Them demons are strong. You got to be careful, man. That's why you got to pray. You got to pray, man, that those type of demons don't hop on you to the point where you fall out of this grace that we're talking about. Let's go to 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 10. But the God of all grace, who have called us into his eternal glory by Yahushua, right, man, that grace, after that you have suffered a while, okay, acceptable man in the furnace of adversity, okay, make you perfect, establish, strengthen, settle you, right, okay. So through those storms, through those sufferings, okay, your grace is getting built by how you deal with those sufferings, by how you deal with all that adversity. Okay. Are you going to cry and tap out and go back into the world because things didn't go your way in this situation or that situation or whatever? No. You know, guys do it, but the question is, are you going to do that? Those who still believe, who are still grinding and working, man, and it's truth. Okay. Now from there, let's go to Titus chapter 2, starting at verse 11. For the grace of Yahweh that bringeth salvation have appeared to all men, teaching us that denying ungodliness and worldly lusts, we should live soberly, righteously, and godly in this present world. Right, in this present world, man. Okay. And it's not always easy to do, meaning we make wrong decisions. We in this flesh, you know, lust gets us at times. Okay. But that's where that grace comes in at, man. Okay. You are not Yahushua. I'm not Yahushua. You know, we want to be like Yahushua, and we're striving to be like Yahushua, but we are not Yahushua. He was able to come here and be without sin. Okay. And be tempted and not fall for it, man. Not fall for the fleshly things, etc., etc. You know, that's why we need that grace through him. We need his blood, man, because he was able to do it. All right. So don't let your mistakes, you know, condemn you down, but understand that, man, that shows you the grace we have, man, because we're all guilty of all these things. Okay. Of not thinking straight, not thinking soberly, not doing righteous things, you know, falling for lust, you know. When we know damn well we ain't supposed to do this or do that or do this. We do it anyway at times. Okay. Now from there, let's go to 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 9. Who have saved us and called us with the holy calling, not according to our works. That's important to realize. That's important to understand. All right. But according to his own purpose and grace, which was given us in Yahushua before the world began. Right, so this grace was given before the world began, man. Okay, that election, the first fruits, that grace, that mercy, okay, that elect. Okay, being an elect don't mean you're perfect. It means you have grace. You have received that grace from the beginning. That's what it means. Now from there, let's go to Romans 6, verse 14. For sin shall not have dominion over you, for you are not under the law, but under grace. Right, so sin don't have dominion over us because of that grace. Okay? Because of that sacrifice, Yahushua taking us out from under the law so that we can have that grace. Now, the scriptures talk about because you have grace, does that mean sin should abound? Meaning you should be a wild banshee out here, a wild monkey, a wild beast doing anything? No. Okay, that's why we have repentance. We have, you got to examine yourself, to receive more of that mercy, more of that grace through your situations, man. Now, with that being said, let's go back to my first scripture. Hebrews chapter 4, verse 16. Let us therefore come boldly into the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need. Right, man, in time of need. And we need it all the time, man. Okay, when we mess up and do wickedly, okay, and do left-hand side things, we need that grace. We need that help, okay, to get ourselves together, man. We need that. Now let's end it on this. Romans chapter 3, starting at verse 23. For all have sinned and come short of the glory of Yahweh, by Shem Yahushai, being justified freely by his grace through the redemption that is in Yahushai. Right, being justified freely by his grace through the redemption that is in Yahushua. Right, man. That's that grace, man, that makes us justified, like you read in Romans 8. Okay. Yahweh Shem Yahushua justified us, those who believe strongly on this truth, okay, and trust on Yahweh Shem Yahushua, believe in them names, man. Okay, so I hope you're edified in the spirit, man. Just really meditate upon this, what it means. And really, this should make you want to grind harder, man, and do more right things, man, and examine yourself more, considering that you are under grace to get yourself together, okay, not to abound in sin, but to grow in righteousness, all right? So with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash, for giving me the spirit to do this lesson. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to your Akim out there that's doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.